Now to other matters. Women in Africa make up 69% of the tourism labor force. That's according to the 2019 UNWTO second edition of the Global Report on Women in Tourism. Although COVID-19 had its challenges, the industry has evolved and now offers women greater opportunities for them to grow in leadership roles. Now, this is particularly positive as the tourism sector in the African continent continues to recover from COVID-19. Reports such as the Nigerian National Bureau of Statistics mentioning that the number of direct jobs created by the hospitality sector in the country peaked at 1.2 million compared to 651,000 in 2016, are being taken as signs of improvement. This attests to the fact that women should be developed and better skilled for leadership roles. Hilton recently hosted the Women in Leadership Conference to highlight the achievements of women throughout Hilton and female leadership across the group. For more on this, I'm now being virtually joined from South Africa by the Regional Human Resources Director of Hilton in Africa and the Indian Ocean, Helen Lebone. Thank you so much for joining us. Talk to us about the need for diversity and inclusion in the industry.
Good afternoon, Ibrahim, and thank you so much for having me. I mean, we believe that diversity and inclusion is important in our industry, but really across many industries. And we've been working very hard in just over 10 years to make sure that we realize this diversity. Having diversity is not only important because, it will help us to reflect the communities in which we serve, and it also help us to reflect the guests who come and stay at our hotels. Research after research has shown that diversity or companies that are successful at diversity and inclusion are not only successful financially, but they also have the highest level of innovation and creativity. So it goes without saying that any business that wants to succeed in this day and age has to reflect the diversity that is around it.
And so how do you think companies can create opportunities that encourage more women in leadership roles, precisely?
I think it starts with senior leadership. When you have senior leadership that has bought into the agenda of diversity and inclusion, and has bought into the idea of building female leaders, and like we have at Hilton, they can then sponsor the agenda. They can lead from the front and lead by example. Then it makes everything else that you have to do in terms of programs that enables the company to hire diverse people. We have multiple programs that enables us to hire women in leadership, to hire diverse people in general. We have programs that enables us to grow leaders, to grow female leaders and advance them through promotion and leadership through leadership development programs in the company. And all of this is possible because once you have this diversity, you also want to make sure that you can create an environment where these women or all these different people from different backgrounds can thrive. And we have done different things in terms of creating diverse communities, which represent different diverse groups. We've had courageous conversations where we invite both internal and external thought leaders to come and speak to our people about
Right.
very difficult
Helen,
topics. Yeah.
yeah, because of our time, really, I'm afraid we're running out of time. But
Yes.
very briefly, looking at some of the statistics that we read earlier, which is 69% of the tourism labor force, which is made of African women. So what learning and development programs does, for instance, Hilton offers for developing the young, especially the female folk?
Yes. So, if I look at young people, I think the hospitality industry is well suited to, hire young people. We've got internships, we've got, apprenticeship programs, we've got leadership development programs. And in every leadership development program, we make sure that we've got, 50-50 breakdown between men and women to make sure that we can also advance women in the same way. And we do not take no for an answer and to say we cannot find women. If I look in a place like Nigeria, where we are, planning to grow our footprint, and actually we're planning to grow our footprint all around Africa, and we're looking to create, to double our footprint basically in Africa. And this through this growth footprint, we will also create about 10,000 jobs. So whether it be internships, apprenticeships, and we've got various programs in Nigeria in particular, where young people, where females can be developed from, low levels to the highest levels within the organization.
Right. Well, I'm afraid we are really out of time, but then thank you very much for that fantastic contribution. Helen Leboni from South Africa, the Regional Human Resources Director of Hilton in Africa. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.